I welcome all of you on YourPedia education platform, and this is the only platform and largest platform where you get the mentorship for interview preparation of various organizations. One of the very important thing in the interview preparation is knowledge about the organization. Recently, National Informatics Center has come out with some jobs of scientists, and that too experience based jobs, scientist C, D, E, F, G, etc. So, job experience is required for that. And when you go for such interviews, they ask you questions like why you want to join this organization, why you think you are suitable for this organization, what do you know about our organization, and how is your past experience related to NIC job. So, what will you do if you join our organization, what do you bring on table in form of knowledge with you. Now, all these questions can be answered on the basis of the information which we get about NIC. This document is related to knowledge about NIC. You can download this document from our website. Though I will be briefing you little bit about NIC, आपको क्या पढ़ना चाहिए. I am not going to discuss in detail. I mean that is already document is there. आप इसको पढ़ना. इसमें जो technical terms हैं, the technical terminologies which are there in this document, you should prepare that. Some knowledge about NIC you should know. Who is the Director General of this organization, who is the under which ministry it comes, who is the minister of this ministry, and all these, what are the various apps, what are various projects, what are various policies, what NIC does, वो चीज़ें आपको पता होनी चाहिए. Once you know about NIC, then you will be in better position to answer these kind of questions, that why you want to become part of NIC and what you have done in your present organization which matches with what we are doing. वो क्वेश्चन का आंसर आप आसानी से दे सकते हैं. Now let's start our discussion about NIC. So under which ministry NIC comes and when was it established and what is NIC all about, what is the objective of NIC, this is important question. Like it provides the technology driven solution to central and state governments, and this is IT systems and ICT infrastructure to the government. It provides the advice about emerging technologies, and National Informatics Center is providing the nationwide information communication technology infrastructure to provide e-governance services. And this is ICT infrastructure is made up of many things. ये technical terms हैं जो आपको पता होनी चाहिए, various technical terms which you should be aware. ई-गवर्नेंस एंड डिजिटल इंडिया इनिशिएटिव, ये दो फ्लैगशिप प्रोग्राम हैं गवर्नमेंट के जो NIC चलाता है. डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट एंड डिस्ट्रिक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफिसर, ये दो पोजीशन, दो ऑफिसेस हैं जो NIC जिनको सपोर्ट करता है. गवर्नमेंट की जितनी भी पॉलिसीज हैं, ऑल द पॉलिसीज प्रोग्राम्स ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट एक्चुअली आर रूटेड थ्रू बाय दीज ऑफिसेज, डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट एंड डिस्ट्रिक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफिसर. E-governance and digital India programs and so many plethora of programs of these departments are basically ICT driven and that NIC takes care of. NIC के through ही ये सब चलता है. So every terminology which is there, SMSS services, ICT, Disha, e-governance, all these things you should be aware, and you should be very much aware about these things. Now what are the various products and platforms which NIC takes care of and NIC basically handles, that is important for you. Various IT projects of government and various initiatives like Swachh Bharat Mission, My Government, e-hospital, e-courts, all these things are to be taken care of and you have to revise this. Now I will be discussing with you various apps and various programs of NIC and how it goes for that. Okay, so now you need to know certain names: Prayas, e-office, Bhavishya, PM Kisan, e-Gram Swaraj, e-Shram, e-hospital, Bhu Naksha. These are some of the important apps of National Informatics Center. आप इनको एक बार go through करना. You please go through this because they tend to ask you, have you heard about some app of NIC? That is a question they normally ask. Like Bhu Naksha, you know what is Bhu Naksha? So it is like mapping software developed by NIC using open source application and libraries, and it facilitates the management of this mapping mapping of your land or something. And as I told you that NIC is providing ICT infrastructure to various levels of the government. So Bhu Naksha is also helping the revenue department to basically consolidate the land records. तो स्टेट्स में जो लैंड रिकॉर्ड्स हैं उनको कंसोलिडेट करने के लिए दिस भू नक्शा इज देयर, एंड उसका डिटेल्स दे हैव मेंशन्ड समथिंग लाइक दैट. डिटेल में वो नहीं पूछेगा, लेकिन अगर आपकी एक्टिविटी से रिलेटेड है, आपके डोमेन से रिलेटेड है, देन ही माइट आस्क यू व्हाट इज ई हॉस्पिटल. अगेन सिंप्लीफाइंग द हेल्थ केयर सर्विसेज डिलीवरी, दैट इज हाउ इट इज देयर. And similarly, other applications are also there like e-shram. Now what is e-shram is a Ministry of Labor and Employment का initiative है, और this builds the Aadhaar authenticated national database for unorganized worker. Unorganized workers का data कहीं पे हम लोग consolidate करके नहीं रखते, तो this is how it is kept together, entire data, and consolidation of the data for the benefit of the government. Similarly, other like e-gram Swaraj, ये पोर्टल we developed with the vision to strengthen digitization of the panchayats. So as I told you, like NIC is not only helping central government and state government, but also the panchayati raj and the grassroots level पे government system को it is supporting in that particular domain also. Swachh Bharat Mission is a very important flagship program of the government, and Swachh Bharat Mission and My Government, these are the two most important flagship program on which NIC is working. Swachh Bharat Mission में open defecation free status is to be provided to lakhs of the villages, rural villages, to improve the cleanliness in these villages. And My Gov is nothing but good governance के लिए entire citizens engagement in various decision makings of governments that is to be done. So it is a unique and first of its kind participatory government initiative involving the various people in their decision making. So My Government means whatever government is doing to me, and I can contribute into the governance, and I can give my own opinion to that. So exchanging of the ideas of the people with the government, and then making the good policies, and this is basically not only to bring people on board for decision making, but to take the survey, discuss with them, and then further make the policies. So bringing the government at the doorstep of the people, that is the main purpose of that. Digital India is empowered society and knowledge economy. I mean, to make the society more knowledgeable and to empower people in making the decision for them. So this is the flagship program of the government, and this is to make the services of the government available to the people electronically. So electronic basically मीडिया को यूज करके लोगों को फैसिलिटेट करना. एग्जांपल यू हैव सीन इज लाइक demonetization, and now you can spend money using the cards, not the cash. That is also one of the example of that. इसको 1 जुलाई 2015 में यूज किया गया था. That is how government, the first basically initiative of the government, 2014 में government came, and 2015 में this Digital India program was implemented, and there were other initiative of the government related to this. So please go through this entire thing. This is something which is very important, because this was a flagship program, and surely Digital India is something which they are going to ask you. ये बहुत से interviews में they have already asked Digital India program क्या है. Go through this entire thing. What do you mean by Digital India, and how this NIC can be helpful in bringing the good governance through e-governance at the grassroots level. So these are some of the initiatives of this. Okay, so this Digital India is something which you have to read in detail, and ये जो मैंने red color से mark किया हुआ है, इसको थोड़ा सा आप पढ़ लेना. This is something which is important. And government ने कब start किया? हाँ, कुछ ऐसे टर्म्स हैं विच आई थिंक यू शुड बी अवेयर, नॉट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. भारतमाला, सागरमाला, मेरे को नहीं लगता वो पूछेगा, लेकिन इंपॉर्टेंट है. स्टार्टअप इंडिया, स्टैंड अप इंडिया, ये गवर्नमेंट के मेक इन इंडिया, दीज आर द फ्लैगशिप प्रोग्राम्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट. So what NIC is doing is like through digitalization process, डिजिटल इंडिया प्रोसेस, ये जितने भी गवर्नमेंट के फ्लैगशिप प्रोग्राम्स हैं, इनकी मॉनिटरिंग, इनका इंप्लीमेंटेशन और इनका लिंकेजेस is through this digital initiatives of the government. So make in India, and this Swachh Bharat Mission, Stand Up India, Startup India, Bharatmala project, Sagarmala project, this entire implementation and this monitoring of all these projects is being done through Digital India initiative only, Digital India program only. And yeah, this is railway computerization, record computerization, development of information system, data gathering, data analytics, these all are part of this. And all the e-governance projects are citizen centric. So you should be very clear about the terms like good governance, e-governance. So good governance through e-governance. Good governance means government is doing its work very effectively for the benefit of people, citizens, like implementation of various projects and programs, and that can only be done through technology. You know, wherever there is a technology, governance improves, governance becomes very effective through technology. So that is what this is all about. Now, what is e-Kranti? This is National E-Governance Plan 2. National E-Governance was initiated actually in 2006, earlier government. There were some 31 mission mode projects under National E-Governance Plan. Now we are talking about National E-Governance Plan 2.0, जिसका नाम e-Kranti है. That is what is called e-Kranti mission, and that is nothing but implementation of some projects, and these projects are related to agriculture, land, health, education. So you know, this main purpose of this is like to transform e-governance and transform the governance. So good governance and e-governance, these terms are related. So जितने भी projects हैं उनको technology के through हमें monitoring करना है. Emerging technologies means artificial intelligence, data analytics, all these things are emerging technologies. So there are some center of excellence under NIC, and blockchain technology is one of the center of excellence. Understand what is blockchain technology and what is the advantage of that. So if you people are working in that field, you should know there is a center of excellence of blockchain technology. So how you know to enhance the collaboration between government and public and private sector, so this blockchain technology can be made use of. So you know, this Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is only one example of blockchain. Blockchain can be used for many other purposes also. So you should know what is the meaning of that. Blockchain as a service, BaaS, ये बहुत term important term है. So that is basically to use blockchain technology for various purposes, and key feature is like, you know, distributor ledger, near real time updates, chronological and time stamped, cryptographically sealed things. So these are some of the key features. So those of you who have worked in this field, they should go for this, they should read it. Center of excellence for artificial intelligence. So it automates the things, and artificial intelligence, benefit of artificial intelligence, all of you are aware. So in case you people are working in this field, it will help you to tell further about artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. इनमें difference क्या है? What is the difference between all these three? That can also be asked, because these are the informations which are provided on the site of National Informatics Center. So Meghraj एक cloud service है NIC का, and it is being used since January 2021. So what is Meghraj and what is the cloud service which is being provided? Artificial intelligence Manthan, artificial intelligence Tenarti. So I don't know, I mean, these particular things. So just to go through this you know, various terminologies which are mentioned under their artificial intelligence center of excellence. So there are a variety of artificial intelligence service models, and they meet various users requirements. Similarly, artificial intelligence Satya P Kanan. So just to go through this and read, एक बार इसको go through कर लेना, just read once these all terminologies. Then center of excellence for data analytics. So what is the use of data and quality data analytics, where it is being used, and analytical needs की क्या requirement है, that also you should know. So there are three center of excellence under NIC, that is artificial intelligence, data science, and we have done about artificial, that is you know, this particular machine learning and data analytics. These are the three center of excellence, and yeah, blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and data science. Now there are certain people whom you should be aware, like who is the Director General of NIC, Shri Rajesh Gera, and who is the Minister of this particular ministry. And sometime he will ask you like, what is the background of Director General, from which background is he. So suppose you are electrical engineer and if, suppose you happen to be from IIT BHU, IIT Varanasi BHU, then sometime he will ask you you know, about the names and these particular things. So just go through this. And digital payment driving the growth of digital economy, this is a good document, a good blog. You should read this blog, and how digital demonetization, digital payment is helping in the growth of digital economy. What do you understand by digital economy? So demonetization का benefit क्या था, क्या क्यों हुआ था ये, what was the purpose of that? Just read this. This is a blog I've just taken from somewhere. So this blog, and what is UPI, यूनिफाइड पेमेंट इंटरफेस, यूपीआई होता क्या है, एंड ये कौन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इसको करवाता है, दिस काइंड ऑफ स्मॉल थिंग्स दे कैन आस्क यू. डिजिधन मिशन इज ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. रीड अबाउट डिजिधन मिशन ऑल्सो. एंड ऑल्सो भीम जो एक इंटरफेस है फॉर मनी, Indian mobile payment app which is developed by NIC. This is one of the very very famous and very important app developed by you know, this particular organization, that is National Informatics Center, and this is Unified Payment Interface, UPI mode. How this QR code are scanned through this and all these things. So Bheem app के बारे में वो कई बार पूछता है, आपने Bheem app का नाम सुना है, do you know what is the meaning of Bheem app? Metaverse, start of new era of government service. So this is basically metaverse is a digital avatar based virtual world, जिसमें डिजिटल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स जो हैं इंडिविजुअल के, दे आर बेसिकली लाइक अवतार. अवतार मूवी आपने देखा होगा, इट इज सिमिलर टू दैट. सो मेटावर्स इज अ स्पेस विच इज पैरेलल टू द फिजिकल वर्ल्ड. सो डू यू नो व्हाट इज मेटावर्स? आर यू अवेयर अबाउट दिस, and what are the various elements of that? So as I told you, if you have worked in these domains, then you will be aware about this. Virtual reality, augmented reality. अगर आपने इन फील्ड में काम किया है, then he might ask you question related to that. And the last is data driven government, data science, how it is going to help government and what is the benefit of that. How you know, empowering e-governance through GIS. भारत मैप्स, GIS जियोग्राफिकल इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम के बारे में आप क्या जानते हैं, एंड GIS प्लेटफॉर्म जो NIC ने डेवलप किया है, व्हाट डू यू नो अबाउट दैट? सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द इंफॉर्मेशंस. सो प्लीज टेक दिस डॉक्यूमेंट and start preparing this document as whatever is relevant for you. Prepare it in depth, because this is a experience based jobs, they expect certain things from you, so please prepare it. So I believe this should help you to answer some of the questions in the interview. Take this from our website and start preparing it. Whenever you have interview, the document related to the organization can be taken from the platform of YourPedia. You read it in detail and come for your HR with the mentors of YourPedia. Thank you.